NASDAQ OMX, that sounds like a movie. It'll be out Memorial Day of next year.
Years ago. So we kept the name. It's a vital part of our business, about 40% of our revenue. They performed. When you look at all of Europe, the Nordic exchanges and the Nordic economy has done incredibly well. We've been the beneficiary of that.
And it's about efficiency.
Execution beats great strategy every day of the week, and we pride ourselves on our execution. So one of the things we've done over the last number of years is convert our business to more recurring revenue. Where most exchanges have 80% of their business tied to the transaction model, we have now 73% tied to recurring revenue, 27% on a transaction basis. So we like that portfolio of businesses we have. We like the balances we have in those businesses, and we had obviously an outstanding 2013. Before, it's hard to have really responsibility without authority. So that's one particular aspect of our operation. We had a very strong year. We certainly have to learn from that, and we're trying to get a different governance model for what's known as the SIP.
Well, I mean, within that, it's...
And when you look at what exchanges do, they're there to promote transparent markets.
Precisely.
Right? So that's transparency now. The swap market with the coming of SEFs will have increased transparency, so the answer is yes.
But when you're from Iona...
Say one is there's always been a desire to keep things opaque, and there's certain parties that get advantage from being opaque, and sometimes it's good for a customer. We have, as exchanges, have to look at all the participants in the marketplace, and for all the participants to do well at the same time, transparency has to be the rule of the day.
Here's
2013, the market had a very strong year, and you saw the NASDAQ index go up somewhere in the PE ratio of the NASDAQ index or the S&P. It's right in line with this 10-year average. So going into 13, you could say it was a relative bargain. Now we're in line with the 10-year average, so we feel good about that. I think as we look at 2014, I think the markets will do well, but it's going to be more of a stock pickers market. 2013, the index was rising all boats. 2014, I think the markets will do well, but you have to obviously be more careful with what your selections are. Competition for listings is intense, and it has been intense, and certainly it's important for us to put together the package that makes the companies really have the listing event be a great branding event for them. I think we do a unique job with that.
How does confidence come into this?
It's a great advantage for us. I mean, the NASDAQ name is known worldwide. I was traveling around different parts of Europe before I came here, and it's remarkable how people see the NASDAQ brand representative of growth, innovation, entrepreneurship, and that's aspirational for companies as they come to market, and that's obviously why we've done so well with our listing franchise.
You listen in Davos. What have you heard in the last 2 days?
Well, what's interesting, generally the Davos predictions are wrong, and you're seeing really unbridled optimism as compared to prior years. We're on the other side of the dial.
Right.
So I would say, optimism, but it gets me a little concerned that maybe we have to be cautious about what